Now we're recording. Last time we did this, we had no video.
No audio would be worse.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Do I remember?
But it turned into a cartoon.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
So, but let's not do that again.
No.
I think it caused them a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then, like, the conversation wasn't timely.
No.
Right?
No, it was inconvenient for everybody.
I saw people were...
My bad.
Oh, did we start? I guess we've started.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome! Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk.
I saw people complaining that we weren't talking about X Games on the last show, but we were at X Games, so we couldn't record a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a whole thing with, you know, chronology and time passing, and we only have so many minutes of the day. So we apologize, but here we are talking about X Games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
How was X Games?
That was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah. The best way I can explain it is, you know, Chris Ortiz? I've already told this story, but he came up to me and we were at the park and he was like, you know, I was thinking last night watching you, you know, on the stage with Salema and Tony Hawk. He's like, you're bringing, you know what I mean? Like you're bringing it to the masses. Like you're in action sports. I remember when you came here, because I was 17 when I met him. So he met me like at the very beginning. And he's like, do you ever think about like where you are right now? And I was like, not until you just said it.
Not until you put it in perspective.
Yeah. And I'm like, it is crazy that, you know, I have this show and I am, like, I mean, I'm a skateboarder. I never made it like you did. You know, like I was good. Like everyone who's good knows that I was good. But nobody else knows. Like I have a promo from my show about Tom Shah just going, he said to me at the Mega Ramp, he goes, have you ever jumped the Mega Ramp?
Oh, no, that's the wrong question to ask you.
Right?
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I told him that I made him.
Say, did daggers shoot from your eyes?
Yeah, a little bit, for sure they did, yeah. Yeah, what an insult.
No, but have you?
Before you, dickhead.
It's true.
What the hell? But yeah, it was, you know, being back with Salema and wanting to do good and being professional when I already had that opportunity and was disrespectful to it, and then to have it again, you know, to get a second chance.
Yeah.
I'm like, even if it doesn't do good, even if they're like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, which is not the case. They really liked it, and they're like, would you do Winter X Games? And I'm like, yeah, I would do it.
Yes, sign me up.
So they're happy. It seems not one person told me I suck. Usually, like in podcasting and stuff.
It was overwhelmingly good feedback.
Right?
Like it was almost like, what? Because usually,
right,
there's always a bunch of
you kind of forget.
There's some shit talking, like at least, and that rises to the top.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
but not.
Wow,
I didn't
crazy.
get one DM about how I need to get off the TV or anything.
I was talking to Kathy about it, and the strange thing from my perspective was that yes, we're doing it, but also that for us, we still feel like we're still figuring this out. We're still learning. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we're doing our podcast and whatnot, but it's always like, what, you want me to talk? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right? There's always that element of it.
Yeah.
But then when we got up there, I realized, oh, this is so strange. We're the veterans of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we did this a long time ago, and now we know how to do it probably better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was
sure.
really strange to feel that sense of experience.
Yeah. Like you were almost surprised how, I know you would not say this, but you're almost surprised how good you are as the words are coming out of your mouth.
Or that you're watching other people who are new to it and they're kind of struggling with it. And it's like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but now we got it.
Yeah.
Which was super cool. It was cool to have that confidence.
Yeah.
But also just to be back, like it felt like old times, but then when you watch the action, it was all
the action made it real easy to stay excited.
Are you looking for a delicious and nutritious snack that packs a real protein punch?
Each 1 ounce serving of wonderful pistachios contains 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Pistachios are known for their protein power, fiber, and better for you, unsaturated fats, for a combination that may help keep you feeling fuller longer. It's one of the highest protein nuts out there.
I got the call that Wonderful Pistachios was a sponsor.
Yeah.
When I literally was coming back from the grocery store, had it in the grocery
You
bag.
bought it.
I buy them. The best part, Wonderful Pistachios come in a variety of flavors and sizes, perfect for enjoying with your family and friends or taking them with you on the go during your summer adventures.
Check out wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more about how these little green wonders can power up your day.
Hey, I've heard people comment who don't care about skating, who don't watch anything, and they're like,
I know.
Dude,
you can't deny it.
Crazy.
Freaking quarter pipe from the dirt bike guy. Like, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, almost every event had some crazy...
People were sick. There's little girls that could do all kinds of crazy stuff that you could appreciate.
Yes.
There was BMX dudes that were snoring across the concrete. Like, it had everything.
Oh, I saw that.
To me,
actually.
that was the craziest.
That was the last thing I saw was an ambulance pulling away.
To talk to a 14-year-old who just won gold and then to watch a kid snore across the concrete, I'm like, what other television brings this? Because it's like everyone loves everybody. Everyone's encouraging everybody.
Yeah.
Let's like strive, you know what I mean? And it's like these kids are having the best time ever. They're doing crazy tricks. And then every now and then you go, oh, that's why they're crazy tricks.
Yeah.
Because like when they do go wrong, it's pretty horrific.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of those kids got busted. But I relate to what you said because when we started it, there was like a rehearsal, but it was more like Salema's the same as me. Like if it's a rehearsal, he doesn't want to put a lot of energy into it. And I get it because I feel like if you do that, then the second one won't be as good. Because I feel like I'm going to do the first one good, you know?
Yeah.
So we fart the first one and then, you know, we're about to go. And it's like all of a sudden, I think in the last hour while I was sitting on the chair, I was like, wait, I'm like up here the whole time?
Yes.
Is he going to throw to me every time?
Yeah.
I'm like, about everything? You know, and it's like, oh, yeah, dude. And Slim is like, don't worry, I got this. And I'm like, yeah, so do I. And I'm like, you do. Like, you've got all the, like, you left, but you did 20 years of radio where you had to carry conversations.
Right.
This one's going to be about skateboarding.
Yeah. Like,
you're for sure going to have.
You're going to have to cut me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, what do you think about dirt bikes? Like, okay, you know?
Yes.
And once I started to feel that that's what they're going to ask me, then I was like, yeah, I should be up here.
Yeah.
So then it started to feel normal.
It was so sick. I couldn't believe, like, and also standing on the vert ramp, seeing a sea of people.
Did you know that crept up on me? Like, I was watching the vert ramp and then someone goes, hey, man, look behind you.
Yeah.
Because they just, like, the crowd came in without me watching it. So it was like, there was no one there. I'm watching the ramp and I'm like, what the? Dude, that is 80s. That's like Boom Boom Hug Jam.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a sea of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, watch what you wish for. Like, when they first announced it was going to be Ventura in the county fairgrounds, it was kind of like, oh, hope we're going to sell tickets, so hope that goes well. And they sold so many tickets that the main complaint from people who got there when events were starting is that there was nowhere to watch.
Right.
I don't know if it was oversold or what, but it was definitely, that was problematic. But it was almost like, well, I guess that's a good problem to have going forward.
Yeah.
Because you know that people are interested.
Yeah, I talked to Dingo. He was on my show yesterday, and he was saying that there was some stuff that they're definitely going to have to rectify because they didn't realize having more
you
people.
had to get there, from what I understood and from the feedback I saw, that you had to get there really early just to get a seat that you could see all the action.
You know, I peed my pants on the way here.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I thought I'm pretty bummed out about it, but I have a show. Like, first of all,
did you change?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have any underwear now. Like, if I had to skate right now, I would have to put my pee boxes back on because came down here with my manager, and she took some, I don't know, dude, direction. I'm like, whatever.
But you've been here before.
Oh, I'm trying to switch off. Like, I'm in the passenger seat. You know?
Yeah.
She's driving.
You're not paying attention at all?
No, well, this is the thing that made me not realize. She goes, oh, it says go like Inland Empire way. And I'm like, wow, traffic must be real bad on the 5.
Like 91?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, 91, if you get in the fast track lane, you're just stuck there for like 20 miles.
I think she did that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's a problem. I've done that a couple times.
I think she did that because we ended up going way past where we were supposed to go. And all of a sudden, now it's been like a couple of hours. So now all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. And I'm like, what's going on with the map? And I'm like, man, and I'm going to pee. And I'm like, you know, we got to keep going. I don't want to be late. And I'm like, wait, we're late. And then it became apparent we were real late. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to pee in a liquid death can because I have a pee bottle in my car.
Yeah.
But I'm in her car, so I don't have a pee bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm seriously bursting. So
I have a technique for those.
Well, somebody.
Go ahead.
I just figured I could just put the little mouth of the penis in the can, you know, and it would just pee in there. And all of a sudden,
you got to make it like a Mickey's Big Mouth.
You reshape the hole.
Yeah.
How do you reshape the hole?
You got to force it, like force the top down, push it. I could do it right now, but
rip it in.
Yeah. There you go.
So
You're welcome.
anyway,
hey, pee hack.
Dude,
there you go.
I pee. It's on my Instagram. I pee.
Wait, what?
And I don't see that it's
this non sequitur? It's on my Instagram.
I don't see that it's like splashing a little bit and just dripping down the bottom of the can onto my pants.
Oh, it's bad.
And then I see that, and then we get more lost. So I pee for just a little bit just to hold off the pressure.
Yeah. That's
then we get more lost, and I'm like, right, I can't hold it. I'm going to have to attempt it again. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I've already peed on my pants today anyway. And then it's like, I'm really bursting. And I just let a bit of a squirt go, like I got to get some relief. And dude. I just peed all over myself. And I'm super late. Like
it really traumatized you.
Dude, ever since right before X Games, I just do stand up and then I get up early and then I got too many jobs and it's just.
But your directive was because you wanted to come here and have time to skate.
Yeah.
Got it, yes.
I packed my pad bag. I don't get to skate very often, you know?
Right.
I got new pads. I like clean my shoes off. Like I'm like, tomorrow we're going for it, you know what I mean? Like I did some stretches. I peed my pants. I'm hungry. You know what I mean?
I saw food. You have food right there.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
You want it?
Nah, I got to do a show. Anyway.
I love your commitment.
But, you know, I did stand up at the Comedy Store the other day and I did real well. I did one last night. People are.
Do you feel like that's redemption from the New York shows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I asked some questions to some of the better comics that are regulars at the Comedy Store, just a little bit about, like, my feelings towards people that don't, and he's like, dude, different states, for sure, you got to soften certain things, but he's like, but still stick to your guns, and it kind of made me, just hearing somebody that I respect and admire say that, you know, keep going down your path made it easier to go down it. And back in California, talking about being gay, everybody thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get a new angle on it where it's funnier. I get now that it's funnier that I'm an extra straight kind of guy. So reacting to people laughing at me talking about being gay is funny. Like, I'm like, what's so funny? After I just said, like, I blew this dude. People
You're
think,
just Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. So it gets confusing.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. But it's fun. I'm having more fun with it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that is, you know, I mean, all that is happening. So, and we're doing stuff all the time. We're in New York. I talked to that doctor guy. You know, the doctor that we had on the show, how we were on his show?
Yeah.
He did a promo where you're in it and I'm not. He doesn't tag me.
Oh, harsh.
It's probably because of the rollerblade thing.
I don't know. I can't speak for him.
I do want to say,
sucks,
for the record, I don't hate rollerblading. I did because I used to hate a lot of things. Like, I had a big list. Now I don't really have a list, and I'm sorry to inliners. I mean, it's a sport. You guys are having fun. Have fun.
I skated with Michelle Estrogen, the roller skater.
She's a what?
She's one of the main roller skaters these days, like quad skater. Roller skater with 4 wheels.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we shot some doubles photos together.
Yeah,
at Vans HB. Yeah. She gave me a pair of roller skates.
Yeah.
And I tried them.
Not on Bird.
I was not on Vert, but I was on the street course. And
did you go over the fun box?
I went over this gap. I threw a little method on it.
No way.
Yeah.
You can roller skate?
I guess. I roller skated for like 15 minutes. I did an axle stall and I did a jump over the wedge gap.
You did an axle stall?
Yeah. Well, whatever. Not
like we would do.
On the heels.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you didn't do.
But I did do an invert. I did do an invert on roller skates like early 90s.
Wow.
Like did one on a vert ramp. But I can't go backwards.
Yeah, no.
Can't go backwards at all.
No. I used to go to the roller rink when I was a kid, and I would go real fast and like try to smash my friend into the wall.
Yeah.
Going backwards was like always.
It's because I think it's because my excuse is that when I'm going backwards on a skateboard, you know, like sliding backside, like back tail or back lip, your instinct is not to lean back. Like you're always on your toes, ready for that thing to catch. So that you save yourself.
Yeah.
And when I'm going backwards on roller skates, I feel that sensation like I'm going to fall backwards.
Yep.
So I'm always just falling forward onto my stomach.
You ever seen anybody that you think is cute that you really care about go snowboarding and catch a heel?
Oh, it's the worst. And just full chicken neck.
Yeah, do the chicken neck.
It's the worst.
One time I had a wife and she was like real cute.
One time I had a wife. I like how that the stars. One time I had a wife.
I believe this one was the first one. And she was adorable. And she wanted to learn to snowboard and I could already snowboard, and she went out there and she was being super moody about, you know what I mean, like, help me and all this, you know what I mean? I was like, oh God, I regret this.
The first day is the worst.
Yeah, but she had no sportsmanship.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it tests even the most patient people the first day.
But when you first start, if you're showing lack of sportsmanship, in the first few seconds, I know it's going to be a rocky day. Yes. And the sportsmanship was, I was a bad ref. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not even this is you, you know? Like, you've got him stuck to your feet. And then she chicken-necked. And it was, she'd taken a few butt checks.
Did she rage quit?
Yeah.
That could turn to rage quit real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That
chicken neck, I'm done. Just.
It was like, I can pick them. She rage quit and then, like, rage quit.
Did she walk down the mountain? That's like the ultimate rage quit. She did? She unstrapped and walked down the mountain?
The chicken neck ended it. She was about to go, down. It was at the start, and she walked back up.
That's pretty good.
Like, at the very start, just like, was like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I looked away.
I taught most of our kids to snowboard, so I've learned to be very, very patient with the teaching process. In fact, we went to the Woodward Park City grand opening a couple years ago, and I taught Wes how to snowboard.
Yeah.
You know, Wes Eisold.
Yeah. He's got balance, right?
He's got balance, but he doesn't, he used to skate a little bit, but he doesn't do a whole lot, but he got it quick. And it's hard because, like, he's as tall as I am, so it's like lurch teaching lurch.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And like, I'm trying to counter his weight.
Yeah.
But he weighs as much as me, so we looked pretty ridiculous trying to figure it out the first couple runs.
Yeah, dude, I had to do the same thing for a guy that used to be my producer for Sirius XM, and he's like a 6'5" guy.
It's so, especially when you're under them on the mountain and they're like relying on you to keep them upright.
I didn't really like this guy, but I'm not going to let him get hurt. You know what I mean? I'm not like that, but he just couldn't ski, and he just kept getting up and fall. Sorry. No, he snowboarded. He tried to snowboard. And he kept getting up and falling down. I was trying to tell him, like, you know, stick your edge in, and he would kind of not know how to. And then every now and then, I'd sit down, and be like, you got this. And he'd just like fall in front of me, fall in front of me, fall in front of me. And then it kind of got to the point where I could see him getting frustrated. I couldn't stop laughing because it was starting to get ridiculous. And I was just like, you got this, dude. And then I'd be like, trying to give him advice while I'm laughing at him. And he's like, oh my God, what are you laughing at? And then every now and then he would go long enough to get some speed.
And then finally come to a stop properly. Just
shit whip himself, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
And that brought on hysterity. I could not stop laughing.
I remember, this is a long time ago, but and I'm not going to say who, but Kathy and I were with our kids, and it was a crazy powder day at Mammoth.
Yeah.
And it was like almost any run you're going to go, you're going to be able to get some powder turns. Yep. And then we're like, oh, let's take him down. Like there was a couple of semi-steep runs on the intermediate course. And then she went one way, I went the other, but they both meet at the bottom of their trails. Mm. And both of our kids individually just got stuck. Like stuck in the powder.
Yeah.
Like stuck, like beat on your back, like, ah!
Yeah. Oh, wait, you got to go up the hill.
And you got to, like crawl out.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
Yeah.
Well, my experience was challenging, and I kept trying to help, but he just kept like because if you stop in the powder, you're just stuck. Right?
It's like taking.
It's hard to encourage them. Like, no, go faster. It's easier.
Yeah.
Right.
But when they fall,
because they can all snowboard,
they can't put their hands in to get up. Like
or like they go punch down and then just falls in,
and they're getting super frustrated.
And there might have been tears.
Yeah,
and it took us so long to get to the bottom of this short run that I was just like, oh, Kathy's at the bottom for sure.
Yeah.
So then we go down, and then like 20 minutes later, Kathy comes down. She's just shaking her head.
She got stuck.
No, our kids got stuck.
Oh, she was with
one of her kids, who shall remain unnamed. I was with one of my kids, who shall remain unnamed. I love how and we both had the exact same experience of them getting stuck and just losing their minds.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, unstrapping, trying to swim, because it was deep powder, trying to swim over the powder to get to like a hard pack. But hers was way worse.
Have you ever taken?
You might know him.
Yeah, no, I knew it was what I knew those. Yeah. Have you ever taken kids ice skating?
Yeah.
Because when they're little, you gotta.
They have the.
What? Have the what?
They have the walker things. You've seen those?
Man, no, I didn't get. Man, I would have. You know what I do? I hold the back of my children.
Yeah.
While they ice skate, while
you're sketchy. While you're super sketchy.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's not good.
Am I one of the greatest athletes of our time? Yeah. But I don't ice skate a lot, so it does make it difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of leaning over.
Can you come to a sliding stop?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Really?
I just end up going in circles.
See, I used to get to ice skate a little bit. I had a friend who was like a roadie, and he worked like one of those ice capade things in Melbourne, and he would let us use it. So we would go there.
You go to the rank like solo?
Nah, with like a bunch of dumbasses. And it would always be a little, it was melting because we'd get it after they'd pull everything down.
Oh, so you could do slush like.
But it made it better because if you did fall, you got destroyed.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was like we'd circle each other until somebody would shoulder check somebody. I shoulder check somebody and they skidded and the water started to pile up in front of them. Like they started to make a little bit of a wave as they were skidding. And then they hit the wall and the water was like, whoosh.
That's pretty good. I would sign up just to do that.
The whole time he was skidding, he was looking at me and I was looking at him and there's nothing he could do. And I was just like, boom, suck a butt. So much
That's
fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I made a skateboard with ice skate blades for where the wheels are.
What do you mean you did?
I had help, but
yeah.
Yes.
And then you went.
I have it. I have it home.
Did you go ice skating?
I did.
Did it turn?
It kind of turns, but it's so scary to try anything. You can't
carve a storm with it.
You can go a little bit. I mean, there's a whole different culture of that now, and people have kind of figured it out. But this was just like straight up like finagling the ice skate blades to make them onto a truck axle and tighten them down.
But you're saying that they've perfected it now?
I've seen people do, like I've seen people who have it, it's much more professional. It might even be something that I'm speaking out of term, but it might be something they make and produce.
I would carve.
But I have some photos of me doing ollies on it.
That sounds
And then
sketchy.
I try to shove it and it started to flip and
The
you're just
blade
looking at
comes
death
up.
blades. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's as far as I want to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. I was young.
Kickflip on it. You
I was young and
just
stupid.
can't stop progressing, can you?
That was like,
calm down.
25 years ago.
Carve a storm. Yeah, so what? Ever since
Jesus.
birth. Just what can I do with it? Just calm down, learn how to carve a storm and relax. I mean, Father Time's coming. Pretty soon, you won't have a
No, it's coming.
You're going to have a choice.
I had a
You're going to call me
I had a
like,
deep conversation
Jason,
with
do you want to come down to the bump track? And I'll be like, God damn it, yeah.
the bump track.
Yeah, like the one stupid little pump tracks you
No,
got to do.
I'm not doing that.
You won't do that?
I mean, that's not where I'm going to spend my energy.
Where
I like those. Don't get me wrong.
are you going to
but
cut? Oh, I know. Watch it. People could have taken that the wrong way.
I like those.
Seemed like you
I
had a
just
personal
don't
beef
like-
with them, but you don't.
It's not that. I still want to ollie and stuff. You know
Oh,
what I
he
mean?
wants
Like,
to fly.
Yeah, whatever.
You're going to pressure ollie when you're 60. You know that, right? You can't do pops. You can't pop when you're 65. You might
Pressure
be able
ollie?
to pop.
What's a pressure ollie? You mean?
When you just use vert skills.
Oh, you just kind of float
People
it.
don't know this, but but when I
That's the original ollie. Like not really hitting your tail.
Al Gelfin.
Yeah.
You can do. You turn a little bit and you put pressure on your outside rear wheel, and that magically lifts in the air and sticks to your feet.
But you can do that
That's a frontside
high
ollie.
too. I mean, I've seen you do that.
That's
where
how I
you
learned how to
blast
do
it, yeah.
frontside ollies.
Yeah. True. Okay. Well, there's hope. My friends always suck though.
You hit your tail.
Yeah.
But because you're so good at skateboarding, you would hit your tail. Because I remember you do it wrong for doing it high, and then you'd still do it high. And I'm like, how the fuck do you get?
Yeah, I don't do
I
it
was
high
like,
anymore.
I knew the code. Like you got to inside wheel it to get
Yeah, I
high
know,
on
I
it,
know.
and you'd be like, nah, fuck that. And
No,
just
I
hit your tail.
could never get over it like that, so I just floated.
But you did big ones though.
Nah, it worked for a little bit. I had a good
Backside
run.
ones too. You could do that. You hit your
I
tail.
can still do backside ones. Yeah.
When you go real high on
I hit my
backside
tail.
ollies, did you hit your tail?
Yeah, and
Every time.
I have to focus on hitting it, like snapping it faster if I
Yeah.
got more speed.
Yeah.
And that's usually the kiss. Like that's where it falls apart.
Because it's less.
Because I can't. If I'm trying to go really high, if it's over 6 feet or something,
Right.
I miss my tail, and then
Right.
I can't do the stop bonk. So
Right. Yeah, because when it gets to 6 feet,
Your
the
feet
bonk,
start coming
the bonk
off.
is easier.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. How was Jagger's switch frontside ollies? In the park and that?
At first when I saw it, I was like, that's wrong. How did he fix that? He's like some kind of Bob Burnquist. And then when I watched him do it over and over again in his ride, I was like,
This is how he does
it. He's basically doing.
It's a switch ollie, but he comes in like a half
He
cap.
turns it into a half cap, yeah.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Yeah, but just to figure that out like that and then do it where I'm like, because it's funny how it's
But it's
switch.
very floaty. It's not like he's just doing it for
There's a little
just to say,
stall in
I
it
just
almost.
switched. What's that?
There's a little stall in it almost.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of judo 900.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I didn't even catch it.
Oh, I didn't even talk. Best trick. I blew it. They put that surfboard up that morning.
I know.
We didn't get to practice on it the day before.
I know.
So I exerted all my energy in practice trying to figure out how to get up it or what I could do on it.
Yeah.
So when the contest came, I was just kind of flustered and tired. And so I couldn't get a good setup.
I know.
So I blew my first 2 runs, but then I blew my first 2 runs trying to get a good setup. And then I did an invert on it the 3rd run. And then I was like, okay, sweet, gonna move on. And then the time was almost over.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty quick.
So I was like, wait, that's it? It's done?
I covered you though. I made you look good.
Oh, thank you.
I did a sweet interview, if I don't say so myself, where I was like, I got something to say because I watched you squat on one because I was like, I could tell it's hot. And I'm like, I got 50-year-old legs too. And I could tell like when
Well, it was more because I'm trying to land as high as possible to get up that surfboard. If I land
know.
low, I don't have
You're
it.
not going to get up there. I know.
It's worth risking a squat.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, there was 1 or 2 where when you landed, I caught the wobble in your leg. And I was like, oh, he's tired.
Yeah,
And then you were going to do it again. And I was like, just real quick, like, to me, the thing that's happening right now with everyone trying to make their tricks is Tony's, you know, in the ramp, it's different. It's slower than his ramp. It's. Oh
wow, thank you. You made up all the excuses.
I'm like, his leg is broke. Like, you're coming back from a broken leg. I'm like, it's not 100%. You know what I mean? Like, he's not leaning on it like he used to.
Yeah.
And it's like to find the perfect landing in between having to squat a little bit or being a bit lower is like the real trick here. And then you dropped in right as I finished saying that and did it. So it was like,
oh, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was funny though that on my second one, I was looking at like, are you really going to risk hanging up?
Because you did. That was a big air to squat.
Yeah, I was like, this could go really, really bad. You know what I mean? Like the chances that it's going to work are maybe 1 in 10.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're already,
because even if I don't hang up, I'm still gonna be like locked and loaded, where I'm probably gonna shoot out. And I was like, all right, just squat it out. And then I missed the squat. And then I was like, on my second attempt, I washed out on the squat because the flat was kind of slippery, and I was, just blowing it. And then I was thinking like, you can't even get to the fucking trick. Like, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
It was funny. But the cool thing for me, anyway, I did never on the surfboard. I had something else in mind. I was gonna do like that body varial lip slide thing, the Howie slide, and then I got one attempt at that. It didn't go well. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a 360 shove blunt.
Okay.
And then they called time.
Yep.
But then I tried it. Did you see the one I tried?
Yeah. And flipped out. Oh, yeah.
Because I was committed to it.
Oh, you really wanted it, huh?
I really wanted it. It was after time. It was like a Hail Mary.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
And then my board went over the deck, and as soon as my board went over the deck, I was like, oh, it's so lame. So dumb.
It's not dumb.
The coolest thing for me, though, and even though I was disappointed in what I was trying to do or what I'd hoped to do, I got nothing but amazing feedback.
I was gonna say, like, I see your angle because I know you better than the average person, but I'm also like listening to what the kids are thinking when they're watching it, and the day before it, like, people came to watch Best Trick, but they also came to watch you do Best Trick. But it was not about you winning. Everybody's general consensus is Tony is going to be there and he's going to go in Best Trick with everybody else. Like, it's not, it was just exciting to have you on the ramp, and you brought a lot of people that don't know skateboard. Even people that were there were like paying more attention to the other guys because you were there.
It was really, I mean, I was truly,
you're a big part of it.
I was honored that it drew any attention to it. People paid attention. No, I was, though. I mean, I really was. And so when I came off of it and didn't do what I hoped to do, it just didn't matter. You know what I mean? People, like, I could not believe the amount of love and positive feedback that I got. I was like, oh, that was amazing. Like, that's crazy. And you know what? If I had done 360 shove blunt to fakie, I'm not going to place any higher.
No. I was going to say it wasn't about the placing.
You're not beating a heel flip 7.
Everybody just wanted to see you in it, dude. It didn't matter about
But it was also those guys, we all were warming up together. You know, we all had something in mind. They weren't necessarily coming close to their tricks.
I know, right?
I mean, even Eddie with the Rodeo 7.
Yeah.
Like, I saw him spotting it where I was like, I don't think he's out far enough.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to have to really force that around.
Yeah.
Revert or squat. And he did.
Yeah.
And then he made it and went off the ramp at one time.
I know.
And then the crowd's like, count it.
Yeah,
count
I was saying that too. They didn't.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and then Guy, like, first try, Judo 9.
Yeah, I'm more impressed by him doing a 900 out of a lip slide like 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you
But
do that?
think about, you don't really do nose grabs, but it's so hard to keep your back foot on.
I know.
Doing just a 540, doing a nose grab. And then when you take your front foot off, that loses the leverage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, I've done a Judo 540. I did one.
Yeah.
And I did not enjoy it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, like I was barely getting my back foot on.
It was sketchy.
I came around sliding it. I cannot imagine committing to another spin like that.
Right. That's just like, you can tell his spin is, I mean, he told me that 900s were way easier for him than 540s.
Because that's his regular, like that's his regular programming now.
Again, he said that because he learned them when he was 8.
Yeah.
And he said it took him like 9 tries. And he said 540s took him hundreds of tries.
Right.
And I was like, can you just see it better? He's like, I don't see it. I just feel it. It just makes more sense. And I'm like, I feel like because when he did those little ones, you can tell he spins.
Off the lip slide?
Yeah. He spins twice as fast.
So
but
fast.
It still just works out where he lands dead straight, standing up. And I'm like, dude, you've got
maybe
that.
like a little top heavy.
Right.
When it's low.
But still.
But
like
totally
he's not going to
control.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I know, it's amazing.
It's just crazy that he can do that easily.
Jason, first impressions matter.
Yeah. Yeah,
What's
I'm
the
like
first
that.
thing that someone notices about you? In most cases, it's your face, and more importantly, your skin. Clinically proven to reduce wrinkles, fine lines, and signs of aging, Caldera Lab is the leader in men's skincare and is here to save the day. Use our exclusive code, HawkWolf.
Good code. I like it.
That's right. At calderalab.com to enjoy 20% off their best products.
Caldera Lab creates high-performance men's skincare products, and the regimen leads off their product lineup a twice-a-day routine to transform your skin. Luckily, men's skincare has never been easier with Caldera Lab and the regimen.
Inside the bundle, you'll find your skincare dream team. The clean slate, the base layer, and the good. Caldera Lab is made with top-tier ingredients and is a great addition to your daily routine. Takes less than a minute, morning and night, and here to reduce your wrinkles, fine lines, and signs of aging.
It's really easy. It's not that difficult to do. I do it all the time, and I look great. I'm 50, and nobody thinks I'm 50. Caldera Labs. That's what it is. That's my secret. There you go. Now you know. Get 20% off with our code HawkWolf at calderalab.com. That's 20% off at caldera.com by using the code
HawkWolf.
That's 20% off at calderalab.com by using the code
HawkWolf.
Jump into skin and first impression royalty with Caldera Lab.
Did you catch what Ronnie Gomez was trying?
Which one? Because he tried a lot.
He was doing, basically he was doing front side cab, heel flip.
Is it a body varial?
Body varial 5.
Oh, he was going around. Okay.
He was doing a 540.
Okay.
But he left his board behind because I guess that's easier for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't think anything about it's easy.
Yeah.
But when he explained it to me, I thought he was going fakey, heel flip 5.
Is it Arissa?
Yeah.
She was saying, because I was like, you do body varial 5s pretty easy. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you do backside 5s? And she's like, what's that? And I was like a melon 5?
Oh.
And she's like, nah. I was like, oh, interesting.
No, I just turned it into that.
Yeah.
But I don't start that way.
Yeah. I'm like, your second 540 was a body varial 540? That is a crazy second.
It's weird. I could never get the body varial comfort. I didn't like it.
I hated them. I did it one time because there was a time there where people were doing 360 varial and then you would pull it back.
Yeah, pull it back, yeah.
So I was like, that looked cool. I think maybe Tom Boyle did it or something.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I was like, just the pulling back is it's sometimes extra. You don't need it. You know, sometimes it's good by itself.
Yeah, yes.
You know, I mean, it was already there. Why are you taking it back?
Were you there for the best trick on street?
Yep.
The
nollie.
Nollie 360 no slide?
Yeah, I know they call it some other thing, but it was a nollie 360 pretty much. They're saying it's a little less than 360.
What,
I don't know
it's
degrees.
270 to no slide?
Didn't say 270. It was a new one, Tony.
What's that?
It was a new one, Tony. I haven't heard it before. It was a nollie, some other amount of circle that was not quite a 360. Wasn't 270 because, you know, I'm down with 270.
you know what 270 means.
I used to do fronts of 50-50, 270
right.
in. So I remember that. I know what 180s are. This was new, Tony. They were saying that he was doing a nollie,
based on my experience, it's a nollie backside 360.
It's kind of like surfers.
Backside no slide.
You know how we say that they're doing a 540 and they're like, no, we're not. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's 540, yeah. It's actually, I mean, if you want to get into the weeds on it, what he did is a heli pop to no slide.
Yeah, that was unnecessary for sure.
What, for me to say that?
Yeah, nobody got that. Like the Nine Club got it.
Well, Rodney Mullen made it up.
Did he?
Yeah, Nollie 360 is a heli pop.
It is.
Yes. So
Respect.
What? Okay.
It was a nollie pop nose slide.
Helipop.
Helipop nose slide.
Helipop nose slide. My bad. Anyway.
It was
I didn't care about the nomenclature. I was caring more how difficult the trick was, because I was trying to figure out, like, how could you even know where to start, how close to be to the ledge? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then come around and like hope it's there in front of you.
I mean, I guess when you can nollie that high over something, you can start to contemplate that.
Sure, but you don't want to come down to a nose slide. So
exactly
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I ollied onto the box on the DC Mega Ramp, and I remember that was like, it's easy to get up there, but if you get up there a little too high and drop on it, you're not getting off the other end of it.
No.
So when they made the arch rail, it made way more sense. The flat box, there was like you could kind of plod onto it or something. Yeah, I remember thinking, thank goodness for all those people inventing all those things, because I was just sitting there stoned, flying off the gap, and then Danny's like, look at this box, and I was like, yeah, I'll fly off that in a minute, and then we're there for a couple of hours flying off that, and then I come back and there's this big arch rail, and I'm like, looks like snowboarding. How are we going to do that? And then I just roll dead at it like high as a dickhead, just like, whoosh, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, the first time I hit that.
It's almost like they designed it where you barely have to do anything.
The first time I hit that, I didn't hit it. I actually went next to it.
Yeah.
Just because I was trying to figure out the trajectory, and I was like, oh, I am going right along with it.
Yeah.
Like, and I could just kick my board over and be on it right now. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some physics.
Yeah, who did that?
Physics architect.
Yeah, whoever those guys are. Thank you, those guys. That was really cool.
Although once you're on that thing and you're faced with dropping down, it's a whole different thing. I mean, it works.
My biggest one was don't get stuck at the very start.
Yes.
If you clip at the very start,
then you're gonna
you get that jolt where you're backwards and you can't like rectify how far back you are. That was my biggest concern.
I think I only ever did a board slide, so I was always kind of like, didn't have to fully commit.
If you check and you're going face first and you start to go ass over.
No, I make sure that I was getting on it just before the peak.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not stuck on the beginning of it.
Yeah, I don't know how or why, but I rode that for hours at a time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was so exhausting.
I did salad grind on it. That's my best trick on it.
That's good.
But like you said, like it just, you roll off it, and if you stay still, don't do anything stupid. You do a little bit of an ollie, you hear it.
As long as your aim is right.
Yeah, and it's a big wide bar too, and you got what, 2 15s. Dude, Tom Shaw doesn't change his setup for Park, Vert, and Mega.
Really?
He just tightens his chucks.
What?
And his chucks are dog shit.
In what way? They're old?
They're just grinded out, gutted. I'm like, wait, you ride those chucks on Mega Ram? And I'm like, what about your wheels? He's like, same wheels? I'm like, same wheels.
That's not.
Tom
is like, he is an anomaly.
He is.
I mean, truly,
his skills are insane.
Dude. So let me tell you my story about, I got there early to try to figure out how to ride the surfboard, right? For the best trick. So I'm trying to figure out what tricks I want to do. I was trying to do tail slides, but like the surfboard rail kind of points down.
Yeah.
So I kept slipping off of it.
Yeah.
And then my big plan was to do backside blunt.
Ooh.
But just stall.
Yeah.
But that would have required such a perfect setup that I just didn't.
It's a lot of height, right?
Like it was, to get to it was going to be the risk. So I bail on that. But I'm just there tortured by myself, trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do on this thing? Because they just put it up, right?
Yeah.
And I got there early. And then Tom comes. He's like, oh, man, that thing's higher than I thought. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, you got to get set up. Like, oh, man. He drops in. He does not warm up. He drops in Smith stall on the surfboard. First wall.
Ride.
First wall.
First wall and made it.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah.
That's too good.
And then goes and tries to crooked grind to fakie and like has it, just bailed because he was trying.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there drenched in sweat, right? And I have been trying to get up to the thing for at least a half an hour. And I was like, that's sick, Tom. Woo!
Every dog has his day, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, I know.
Even the great Tony Hawk.
I actually said that. I was like, this fucking guy. Like, he dropped in to a Smith stall. He doesn't even know what a slap in the face it is to me. Like, and nor does he care.
No, I know.
He's just.
Hey,
I love him.
Stay alive long enough, Tom Shaw. It's coming for you too.
No, but I do. Like, I have such respect for his skills and his attitude because he just does it. Like, he has no strategy. Right. You know what I mean? He's not looking at the playing field, not go, okay, what's that? What's season? It's just like, no, I do my thing.
Yeah. He could do with a little more history, but yeah. But he knows the important stuff now. Don't you, Tom Shaw?
I mean, his park run, when he transferred from the mini ramp to that vert wall.
Yeah, over and over again.
Dude, if you were there to see that in person, if you were there next to either one of those ramps, you'd be like, there's no way that I would ever want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
amazing. Tom Shaw, killing it.
Everybody's good there. BMX dudes are gnarly. BMX dudes figured out how to go fakie finally. I saw that. I was pretty proud of them. I was like, right, you don't pedal backwards after you go fakie. You bunny hop 180 real quick, and then your problems are solved. You keep your speed. Oh,
did you see the guy that, sorry, I forgot his name, but the guy that did on the real street, the Rincon in Escondido, when he did a
fakie over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
Amazing.
Bunny hop into a fakie, like the timing of that. Yeah. You imagine if you clip your back wheel on that shit.
I can't imagine any of it. I can't, there's no way.
That is the biggest slam of your life right there. That's like how to really challenge staying alive. Do that.
That was so sick.
Did you see the aliens are real, Tony Hawk? Did you already know that because you're in the Illuminati?
Kathy watched the entire proceeding, and I was listening to it.
Do you know people tell me that you're in the Illuminati?
I wish.
I'm not sure what the Illuminati is yet, but it sounds like a cool club.
I thought it was something where you're young forever. And I can tell you right now how I feel and how I look, it's not working. So I must have gotten kicked out at some point.
Yeah, you got the boot like 20 years ago.
It's not death becomes her.
No.
I didn't get the potion.
Nah. Either that or it's a mask. And you're very useful underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you know, because you probably know like presidents and stuff because you're Tony Hawk, you skated in the White House. Did they ever tell you?
Nope. Totally. It took me into a room. I signed
Barack, did you ever go, hey, Birdman, let me tell you something.
Top secret disclosure.
You guys like hung out in a secret room. And you were like, hey, he was like, teach me how to do a kickflip.
Here's how I feel about it. Here's how I feel about it. I wish I could see proof.
You're still saying
I would love it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I wish I could experience it.
You want to see the body?
Yes. No, anything.
What do you want to see more, the body or the ship?
I'll take whatever.
Really?
Yes.
Show
yourself.
Which one do you want to see more? It's not that difficult of a question.
I'd like to see something in motion for sure because I like to see what technology.
Right.
If there's a I'd
rather see an alive alien than a dead one because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want anybody to die.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Unless they're mean aliens, but I don't think they're mean.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, mate.
Fall is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And HelloFresh is here to help you plan for the busy season ahead with tasty dishes delivered straight to your door. I did get HelloFresh to my door. It did work.
I did. I'm making dinner tonight.
You are?
Yeah, and I was gonna have a date and act like I make dinner all the time.
But you use HelloFresh?
Yeah, I've got HelloFresh in the fridge, ready to you just put it all in the thing, and I'll be like, here you go. Like it's one of my many dishes that I perform on a regular day.
Just hope that they haven't had the same dish before from HelloFresh.
Oh, if they've got HelloFresh, I'm screwed.
They're like, yeah, I know what this is. No, they have plenty of variety. You're gonna be okay. Banish the end of summer blues with HelloFresh. No need to stress about how you'll handle it all this fall because HelloFresh takes care of the meal planning and delivers pre-portioned ingredients right to your home. So whipping up a homemade meal is a cinch.
Yeah, man, HelloFresh. It's like saves time and it's got all the cool ingredients, all fresh ingredients that's good. And then you can have dates and you look like you're sophisticated.
What ingredients?
Potatoes and steaks and like all the vegetables and stuff. And they're fresh. Get it?
Mozzarella crusted chicken.
Yeah. And like shrimp risottos and stuff. A bunch of stuff.
So go to HelloFresh.com/HVW50 and use code HVW50 for 50% off plus free shipping. America's #1 meal kit.
What about if Star Wars, when Ronald Reagan made Star Wars?
Oh, you're talking about the actual, okay, yeah.
That
Space Wars.
Yeah, Space Wars. What we don't know is that was when the aliens came to attack us. And ever since then, we've been fighting the aliens in space.
You believe that?
No.
You're just presenting a scenario.
Yeah, what if? I mean, mega sharks.
That'd be cool.
You know, like, are there mega sharks, you know?
But yeah, I heard some of those explanations of the, like, what was it? The cubes with the spheres or something like that.
Huh?
You said you were listening to the proceedings or whatever, the hearing, no?
Yeah, I don't care about it. Oh, wait, like a cube that has like magic powers in it and stuff?
That's what they're whatever.
I want to see it.
You brought it up, and then I went into detail, and now you're backing off.
Well, you want to see the gadgets because you want to like have it on your freaking table with all your...
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Freaking RoboCop.
I want the cube that can go any speed, any direction.
Yeah, put it right next to your RoboCop helmet.
I want to get in it and go like, no,
I want to see
save me a lot of flight time. Save me a lot of flight time.
I want to see like a weird octopus-looking man.
Well, maybe if you get in it, there is someone in control of it
and stuff. I want to see that.
I want to see Mars Attacks. That's how much of those you like. Meep, meep, meep.
Yeah.
Pull out a big ray gun. That's the future I want.
Right? I'm serious. I'm ready for it. Because then I won't be worried about how many downloads Hawk vs. Wolf gets. I'll be worried about not getting shot by one of those.
You'll be worried about not getting put to work.
Do they make you work? I think they just kill you, don't they?
I don't know. We're projecting.
Hopefully I could be like a servant or something. Like serving aliens. Giving them some...
That's what I mean, put you to work.
Yeah.
Instead of like taking
I don't
you
want
out.
to be in the mine or in the oil mine.
In the mine.
Yeah. Because they might
I feel like, according to whoever has seen all this, their technology is much more advanced. They're not going to really need us oil mining.
They might not need some coal?
Probably not fossil fuels, I'm guessing.
You think they're above fossil fuels?
I certainly hope so.
Well, then...
Someone's got to move beyond fossil fuels.
They might need me to entertain.
There you go. That's it. That's perfect.
So they might give me like a big mansion where I sleep and I have like all the sandwiches I could ever want.
And you do comedy?
And I do comedy for the aliens every night. And I'm like, who's that guy that's real creepy that was like going out with a supermodel? Magic guy. He probably still has a show in Vegas. I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but Copperfield. Creepy, not even hot, and he had Claudia Schiffer. No, Claudia Schiffer was his wife. That's what I want to be like. I want to be like that, but I'm just... You're
doing magic or entertainment for the aliens.
I think like comedy.
I'd put together like I would definitely try to put together some sort of Huck Jam show to entertain them.
Right.
And keep mixing it up. Yeah.
The Legends demo.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably build a sick ramp too.
See what I mean? So we'd probably
Legends
be fine.
demo.
Aliens will
They won't even know that we're old or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kill like Tom Shaw. Don't let him get a look.
The new generation.
Don't let him get a look at Mitchie
They don't make the cut.
Yeah, we'll be screwed. We'll be out of a job, man.
I like our version of the alien infested future.
Yeah, because they're gonna want to keep some of us.
We're gonna be okay.
I feel like they're gonna want to keep us.
Yeah.
Like you guys have got a great show, you know. You're like, inspire me, you know. Maybe some of those aliens are getting old themselves, and they're like, wait, Tony Hawk's still skating. I should still be aliening.
Aliening.
Yeah. Whatever aliens. I'm sure aliens have a bunch of sick sports, you know?
Sure.
Right? Like if they have a planet where they have like houses and stuff and families, I'm assuming they have families because there's more than one alien. So they probably have...
They could just be
fun activities.
Beings. Like they could be, made of light. I don't know.
Maybe they do maybe they've got like legit hoverboards where they can like carve up the air.
I hope
that'd
so.
Be badass.
Yeah.
Hoverboards that flew.
How do we manifest that for them to,
Wait, I think we need to do it. Well, I don't think we should wait for them.
So we'd be proactive.
Yeah.
We're proactive. We're going to set ourselves up, be like, okay, when they come, we got it all dialed in.
If I came here and I was like, you guys are boring, I'm going to kill you. But wait, you've got hoverboards where you can carve up the sky. Maybe these guys aren't so bad.
Yes, okay.
It's just an angle.
Saved by the hoverboard.
Yeah.
Did you see I got a hoverboard prop from Back to the Future?
What is with you, dude? Look how pumped you are.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It doesn't work.
I'm going to say the majority of people that may be watching or listening to this are way more on my side.
No, they're not.
That I got a Back to the Future hoverboard prop than you trying to
did you just hear
give
what
me
he
shit
said?
about getting props from movies.
Got a Back to the Future hoverboard prop.
Dude, yes. I'm gonna stop tape and go get it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's right.
I could be in the same room as a prop.
Yes, you
Wow.
could. You know what? You don't deserve to be. Forget it.
It doesn't hover.
Oh my God. It's not the point. Oh, and it's
is
signed.
the point.
It's signed by Michael J. Fox.
Okay, that's pretty good. That was pretty good. But you didn't.
And Christopher Lloyd.
That's
And
pretty-
Biff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty heavy.
Now what's up?
It's pretty heavy, but it's still like
Oh, my
calm
God.
down, you know?
Calm down.
You got a prop.
That's like kind of one of my holy grails. What's your holy grail?
Of props?
Of anything. Of anything.
Lamborghini.
That's your holy grail?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my Back to
Not
the
a
Future
rubber one.
hoverboard is going to outlast your Lamborghini. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm not going to get a Lamborghini, so that's kind of like how you win anyway.
if you
but
got it.
If I got it.
If you got a Lamborghini, I'm just saying, mine is going to give me more years of enjoyment.
Yeah, but the amount of the caliber of enjoyment
Oh, I see.
that I'm going to get in that short amount of time before I explode
okay,
into a
got it.
wall,
All right.
it's going to be up here, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Apples to oranges.
It's just interesting to know that, you know, that a prop can bring you so much joy. Because there's a lot of things that you have that you like, but it seems like those are...
It means a lot to me because, I'll tell you why. Because there is a generation of skaters that started skating because they saw Back to the Future.
I was one of them.
You saw Back to the Future and inspired you to ride a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And the hoverboard was a huge part of the story and the supposed evolution of skateboarding in the movie and in the timeline. It's an important artifact as far as I'm concerned.
You were already skating, right?
Yes.
Right. Did you like it when that came out, like the skateboarding?
Yeah, it was sick. Well, Bob Schmelzer and Per Wiehlander did the stunts for Michael J. Fox, so I knew about it. And when it came out, we were hyped.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that the Madrid Valterra became like the #1 selling skateboard.
Did you feel like skateboarding got popular when that movie came out? Like you saw it?
Or people paid attention to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I've done speeches actually, and I actually have a clip from the movie that I'll throw to if I have like a video presentation.
Yeah.
Where I talk about the timeline of skating, and then I talk about how that was a big boost for skating in the 80s.
Are you making a video of you with your prop board?
I don't know. But I'm not sending it to you.
Are you going to be hovering in it?
That's a good one.
It's kind of like...
A little CGI.
Dude, you got to.
No, I already went through that. We did that fake video where they actually had the harness that they used for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And then they had boards that kind of looked like those. And then we were flying around, and then you see that? It was like
not on those.
Almost 10 years ago.
Was it on a different kind of hoverboard?
I think it was the same. It looked like the same props because we had to strap one. We had foot straps for it.
Okay.
And then we were being flown on these harnesses and pretending to like go off ramps and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And there was like Schoolboy Q and Moby and all these people were doing. There was a football player.
Okay.
And then they made it so. Here's the story of it. We got asked to do it. They said, we got the hoverboard, and Christopher Lloyd is gonna present you with the board and pretend like it's real, and then we're gonna make a video, and it's for Funny or Die. So I was like, oh, that's cool. It'll be funny and, retro and whatever. And they thought it came out so well that they presented it as if it were real.
Yeah.
And people got very upset. with me.
Upset?
With me because they figured out that it was fake eventually. And everyone got their hopes up.
Oh.
And then they started blaming me for misleading them. And I was like,
man, people
and
need
then
to get...
I had to do an apology video. I did. Because I was getting so much heat.
When are you going to do an apology video about talking smack on graffiti?
For what?
Talking smack on graffiti.
I did do that. Remember I did with Seth Rogen?
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
I did that.
You handled that swiftly.
Yes.
My bad.
Thank you. Yes. I still apologize
I hit my head
to graffiti artists, street artists.
You guys are cool.
For the stupid PSA.
Tony Hawk, street art.
Yes. Yeah.
Synergy. You guys should synergize and do a collab.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have. I mean,
yeah, no.
we made like tagging a directive in our video game.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
My bad. Yeah.
So I hope that I've crawled out of that hole.
I think you have.
Okay.
I'm sorry I brought that back up.
But the hoverboard thing was actually.
What about the real hoverboard that you used? That looked like it sucked.
That was a little clunky.
Yep. We just don't have the technology yet.
I mean, but even that was, well, that happened right after the fake hoverboard thing. So that was kind of a strange timing. So that was about 8 or 9 years ago. And yeah, they had like a metal half pipe because it has to be, I forgot what the surface is. It has to be a certain kind of surface.
Lame.
For it to hover, but it was very hard to control. So all of a sudden you just start going to a death spin.
Not cool.
Which was kind of sick. I was spinning through the flat.
Not cool though.
But I feel like that was 8 or 9 years ago. They must have something better to offer now. Yeah.
What about this? The government doesn't want to tell you that they've got aliens and they've been torturing them. And it's like these aliens came down to be like, hey, we want to be friends. And the government was like, nah, mate, we're torturing you. We're going to find out like how flexible your arms are and stuff. Did like bad stuff. Made them do acid.
I like how you say that like a total fact.
They like studied their brains and stuff, like tortured them hard. And they've been doing that. And some of them have died. They tried to breed more, like just they're slave aliens. And they don't have like a walkie-talkie to call home base. But sooner or later, one of them's going to get out and then go to Radio Shack and figure out how to make a walkie-talkie.
Radio Shack. You're talking about the storyline to E.T., right?
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. Right?
E.T. didn't go to Radio Shack.
He used a bunch of toys to phone home.
He didn't go to Radio Shack.
Radio Shack's gone, Jason.
Right. Well, he's going to go to he probably get some stuff from around the house like E.T. did.
Go to Best Buy?
Yeah, Best Buy, right? You could do that.
It's probably
he goes to Apple Store.
To get what? Headphones?
Hack the mainframe. Duh.
I was with you until you said Apple Store.
But anyway, once he reports back, no matter to home base,
we're all screwed.
We are.
It's Mars attacks.
And you know who we have to blame, right?
Straight to the Empire State Building.
Joe Biden.
Oh my God, what?
It's like
whoever the leader is at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care who it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So make the most of it is what I'm trying to say.
For that warning. Thank you for that foreshadowing.
They're coming and they're pissed. Because Joe Biden has been torturing their babies.
You and I are going to provide entertainment.
Right. Well, good news is we're going to be fine.
Come with us.
I'm finally going to get paid.
Join us.
They're going to pay me a lot to do this show because aliens.
Pay you what?
I don't know, freaking doubloons. I don't care. Just give me some money. I'm fucking hungry, man.
Doubloons.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna live.
Jason,
we're gonna wear.
I appreciate your optimism.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wear a lot of like royal clothing, like that really heavy.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would like to wear
Fifth Element type of stuff.
Yeah, like French fluffy stuff.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You just changed my mind. I was like, man, it's heavy and hot, but nah. And then weird little French shoes that have heels on them.
Now you're going
too
too far.
Little girl belt buckle things on them.
All right.
I want to play a lot of piano. Badly.
Something between Fifth Element and Logan's Run.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I should start dressing like that.
To prepare.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
More chance of not being killed.
I guess.
And put into slave entertainment.
Can't beat him, join him.
That's what's up.
All right. Well,
we're done.
Let's go.
It's good to see you again, man.
You too, man.
Remember when we hosted X Games the other day? That was crazy, right? Yeah.
Back in the day, last weekend.
Yeah. Oh man, we've done a lot, boy. We're good.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's next.
You like and describe, and you tell your friends.
Yes.
And you spread it, and you say comments, and you go on YouTube, and you do all that stuff, and you support us. Because as I said, we're great.
I feel like if the aliens take over, they're going to look at who's subscribed to Hawk and Wolf and be like, they're safe.
Right. Do you want to be hit with a laser gun and exploded into nothingness? Or do you want to watch Tony and ourselves dressed like royals doing a podcast while we eat cakes?
And skate vert.
Yeah.
Okay. See you next week.